Okay, ji. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we'll be discussing the topic of paper 2, passage 1, facts and opinions. This question, it comes of around 3 marks, and since 2018 it's been a regularity when it comes to the paper. So we'll discuss how to go about it. So we're talking about 3 marks that comes. The biggest challenge of ours would be to distinguish what are facts and what are opinion. You know my approach, it's more about acquisition rather than learning of a language. So I'll try that I give you real-time experience, real-time examples, so that you are much familiar, much easy with understanding when it comes to the understanding part of this topic. So discussing facts and opinions. What are the facts and opinions? Let's see. So being able to distinguish between facts and opinion is going to be our biggest question. Being able to discern the difference between facts and opinion will help you in your evaluation of the reliability and usefulness of the text you encounter. Obviously, critical thinking is the best possible way. What is critical thinking? I'll be telling you that as well. It may seem at first the differences are easy to see. However, not everything is as black and white as it first seems. So we'll be doing a lot of examples, very elementary kind of worksheets, very elementary kind of exercises, which might seem a bit easy for you in the beginning, but believe me that it's not going to be that simple when it comes to the past papers. So the first class of this is regarding the lecture, a bit of worksheet solving, and later on we'll be moving on towards the past papers. That is going to be our next class, hopefully, inshallah ta'ala. So let's move on. Let's see. What is a fact? A fact is something which can be verified with evidence. For example, the river which flows through London is called Thames. Now this is a fact which everyone knows because it can be verified with evidence. There are evidences regarding that easily available. What is an opinion then? An opinion is based on belief and viewpoint. It's not supported by what we call some kind of evidence. It's a belief or a viewpoint. Opinions are often personal interpretation and cannot be verified with evidence. For example, summer evenings are nicer than winter evenings. Now this can be only my own perception, which cannot be for you as well. Some people might like, no, winter evenings are much better. Opinions are often though not always preceded with terms such as I think. So these are the key terms that you need to keep in mind. But in most of the cases, as per my belief, in I think, according to me, for me, these terms are the trigger words that should tell you that we are going to have an opinion now. Or they can have adjectives such as comparative adjectives, superlative adjectives, as it's a good, better, the best. This can be there. So what is a fact and opinion now? What we have understood from this so far is that a fact is something that can be verified. So Zahid is a teacher, it's a verified thing. I'm here teaching everyone knows that. So that's a fact. So Zahid is a bad teacher or Sir Zahid is a good teacher, that becomes an opinion from a person to person. So that is what the major difference between fact and opinion is. Let's move on then. Quite often what happens is that the writers use opinion and facts interchangeably. A lot of it depends on how the writer is using those words, because they can be interchangeable. What do I mean by that? Let's see. Critical thinking skills can help us, the reader, distinguish between facts and opinion quickly and easily. What is critical thinking? That is something which I wanted to tell you. If you see Wikipedia, it tells us that critical thinking is the analysis of facts to form judgment. So what we need to, what is critical thinking? When we have analysis on the basis of facts to form judgments, that is what critical thinking is. So हमें critically इसको देखना होगा जी, what is gonna be best for us. So when it comes to facts and opinion, has a writer used subjective adjectives? अगर उसने adjectives के साथ subjective adjectives use करे हुए हैं, like comparative adjectives, better, best, which creates some ambiguity. For that purpose, हमारे पास, if it has used yes, तो वो opinion है. If they have used adjectives, comparative adjectives, superlative adjectives, it becomes opinion. If no, it's not. It's a fact. If there is any evidence, I'm talking about fact or opinion. If they have given any evidence, they've given evidence, yes, it's a fact. If they have not given any evidence, it's an opinion, obviously. ठीक है? अगर वो fact yes में आ रहा है हमारे पास, if it's a yes, excuse me, it's a yes. तो ये फैक्ट है. अगर ये फैक्ट है तो किस तरह का फैक्ट है? इज द एविडेंस रिलायबल? अगर वो एविडेंस रिलायबल है तो वो फैक्ट है, और वो एविडेंस रिलायबल नहीं है तो ओपिनियन बन जाएगा. अब व्हाट इज दिस? अब दिस इज समथिंग वेरी न्यू ओवर हियर. आई एम टेलिंग यू कि जी व्हाट हैपन इज दैट एट टाइम्स वी माइट गेट opinions, we might get facts that are personally made. For I say, yaar ye to ek fact hai that Johor is the best place. You ask everyone living in Gulshan Johor and they'll say this is the best place in the entire city, or Gulshan Iqbal is the best area in the entire city. Now that although has evidences, but it becomes an opinion of a certain group. So you need to remember that it becomes tougher. And what is the fact? Fact ki reliability kya hai ji? How reliable is the fact? That is also need to be considered, because at times some such facts also become unreliable then. Agar think, if they've used the word like think, a theme, if they've used like these words, or I've told you the trigger words earlier as well, they would tell you there are opinions. If not, then they are fact. Is the evidence reliable की बात करें तो fact अगर होगा, is there any counter evidence? So if somebody says Gulshan Iqbal is the best area in the entire city, you ask all the residents of Gulshan Iqbal, then what about the people living in Defence and Clifton? They might come with a bigger number and they can counter argue that. So isko bhi hum, you can always not rely on that. You need to know that what evidence is there and how reliable is it. I mean, is it reliable? Is it or it can be interchangeable? So that's also what creates a fact and opinion difference in that as well. So what are facts? The earth is round. The earth is round. Now that's a fact. Summers follow spring. That's a fact. The 2010 World Cup took place in South Africa. I mean, the World Cup of football. The British winters of 2009-2010 was the coldest for 30 years. Now these are facts that everyone knows. There are evidences to prove that these are facts. What can be good opinions then? I think rock music is useful. London is the best city in the world. Today seems hotter than yesterday. These things, they are all opinions. For me, I would say, nahi yaar, today seems pretty fine. I mean, it's much better. Or I would say Karachi is better than London. Obviously it is, but still, we can say all that as well. They become opinion over there then. Do you remember that I told you in the first page? Obviously, you can always revise all of this. I can send you the PDF on your groups accordingly if you want to. If you see anything not clear on the screen, if something is not visible, something you have missed, I've go through quickly, you can always rewind it. If you want me to send this, I can send that document as well. It may seem at first that the differences are easy to see. However, not everything. मैंने शुरू में बताया था that in the beginning you'll say, oh, that's very easy, but they are not that simple, because at times you would be struggling with that. How would you be struggling with that? Let's see that. Let's see a bit of ambiguities. Opinions and facts are always not easily identified and separable. हमेशा आसानी नहीं होती है भाई. What can be a difference? How would you classify the following statements? Fact or opinion? You are studying at a university. You are studying at a good university. It is one of the best in London. Queen Mary is a better university than Brunel and Roehampton. Worldmarsh is the best cafe on the Mile End campus. What are these? Are these facts or are these opinions? Let's see. Let's consider the first one. You are studying at a university. You are reading material which is only available on Queen Mary's intranet site. Therefore, you must be a student at Queen Mary. This statement is a fact. ये statement जो है एक website पर मौजूद है, and obviously they are telling you that or intranet website पर है, which is within the campus only. So this becomes a fact that obviously you are studying at a university. Everyone knows that. It's evidence are there. You being there studying, that becomes a fact obviously. We first need to qualify the term good before we can. Yes, Samtha, you are studying at a good university. इसको जरा देखते जी कि इस पे क्या मामलात हैं. We first need to qualify the term good before we can make a judgment about whether this is a fact or opinion. Good is a very subjective term which could be interpreted in many different ways. यहाँ पे जो word adjective लगा हुआ है, which is a neutral degree of adjective, good, वो यहाँ पे लगा हुआ है. So what does that implement? It says that it's a subjective term. But we can have different variations of example of good. Some people say good खाली formality हम बोल देते हैं. Some people actually means it's excellent. But what is good? Let's see. For example, the research rating are very high. The university offers a wide range of subjects and disciplines. The university is multicultural. It is the east end of London and it fits the needs of the person who made the statement. ये तमाम चीज़ें अगर आप देखें तो ये हमें बताती हैं कि ये फैक्ट लग रहा है हमें कि भाई ये बड़ी अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जितनी अच्छी बातें बताई हैं वो किसी एक बंदे के लिए बड़ी फिट हो सकती हैं. And the person would say, oh my God, this is what I actually want because I've got a lot of cultures over here. I've got this university in the east coast, on the east side of the city, city of London. It's a wide range of subjects. For example, research ratings are very high. So all these things might, for some people, tell us that it's a very good university. It could be a fact or opinion or possibly even both. It depends on whether the statement is based on evidence or if it is an unsupported idea. This is, you would need league tables to verify this claim. Whilst this may at first seem to be a factual statement, given that we all know Queen Mary is a well-respected and high-achieving university, this could be an opinion. If evidence had not been referred to before the statement was made, this would be an opinion. So you see, I say Karachi University is the best university of the country. Now this can be a fact and this can be an opinion depending on what the statements before this and what the statements after this refer to. If it says, as per the ratings conducted by the HEC, the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, which had a lot of criteria for the university to become a good one or number one. The Karachi University ticked all the boxes. For example, it had the most number of students and the most number of cultural barriers were broken, and a lot of students came from all different cultures. A lot of students all over Karachi, all over the world come over here. There are many subjects to offer. The teachers are of the highest caliber. All of this forms a big university. So yes, if these evidences have been provided, Karachi University is the best university in Pakistan, then this becomes a fact. But Karachi University is the best university in Karachi, in Pakistan, because I go there and I have a ball of a time. All of my best friends are there. The teachers are my favorite, and then it becomes an opinion. So you need to be very smart when it comes to this, that we know what is a fact and opinion, because given evidence, a single statement can be a fact, a single statement can be an opinion as well. It is one of the best in London. This could be either be a fact or opinion or possibly even both. Again, obviously it depends on whether statement based है. वही वाली बात है कि ये अगर best भी है तो what does it say? ये भी दोनों चीजें हो सकती हैं depending on how you take it. Queen Mary is better university than Brunel and Roehampton. This could be either be a fact or opinion or possibly even both. Again, it depends on whether the statements made on evidence or even if it's unsupported idea based on viewpoint of belief. You would need statistics on all three universities to verify this claim. So if Karachi University is better than ICRA, Karachi University is better than IBA, just for example I'm saying that. So you need evidence, you need statistics, you need proof to verify that. ये बात याद रखिएगा, there is no certainty that a similar kind of a statement can be a fact only and an opinion only. They are gonna, in the Cambridge examination, they're gonna give you statements. There are gonna be facts and opinions at the same time, but sometimes they'll give you evidences to prove that they are facts. Some of the time they would be just beliefs or opinions. So you need to be very smart when it comes to Cambridge examinations, because the Gora people are going to play with you. Remember this. Paper की setting ऐसी ही होती है. World March is the best cafe in the Mile End campus. The first appears to be an opinion because it uses the word superlative best. It could be a fact. अब देखिए बात ये है कि मैंने बताया था कि superlatives लगे हुए हैं आपके साथ, comparative लगे हुए हैं, better लगा हुआ है, best लगा हुआ है, good लगा हुआ है, adjectives की categories लगी हुई हैं. They are the best trigger words to tell you that they are opinion, but they can be facts as well. क्यों भाई कैसे? Because it uses it can be an opinion. हमारा पहले वहाँ बात आएगी यार कि क्योंकि इसमें best लगा हुआ है, good लगा हुआ है, better लगा हुआ है, तो this could be an opinion basically. But what I would do is that I would go on further see it. It could be a fact. You would need to qualify what means the best, and then you would need to either verify the statement with statistics or with student opinion. So when the entire when the entire survey was done among the students of all the campus, and they asked which were the two, which is the best, better, or which is the best canteen in the campus, and when there were different tests conducted as well of hygiene, of quality, of quantity, and on the basis of all these statistics, then we when we claim that for Marsh is the best canteen, so then it becomes even the word best, it becomes a fact. ये बात भी याद रखिएगा. For example, ranking wise पाकिस्तान is the best team in T20 international. तो मैंने best का term लगाया है, लेकिन ये fact है. Why? Because I have evidence to prove it. There are statistics over there which says Pakistan is ranked 1 in T20. So ये चीज़ें भी ख्याल रखनी होंगी obviously, because it will become very confusing later on. Okay, it also important to remember जी क्या चीज़ें ज़रा ख्याल रखनी है आप लोगों ने. The facts can be influenced by opinion. इस पर हम थोड़ी सी बाद में बात करेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास के अंदर. अभी मैं कुछ वर्कशीट्स आपके साथ सॉल्व करना चाह रहा हूँ which might give you a better idea of these are the same worksheets that we have done in our classes. What I'll do is I'll start from worksheet number 1. Achha, if you have not received the worksheets, please talk to me and I'll be more than happy to answer you. All right. So, ji. The screen is right in front of you. I won't be appearing in front of the screen. You can hear my voice. I'm in the background. And let's see what were the answers. What are the answers now? Okay. So the fastest dwelling creature is a cheetah. Obviously, this is a fact, and the reason that this is a fact is that we can measure the speed of the animals that dwell on this on planet. Michael Jordan has a career average of 30.4 per game. Obviously, it's a fact as well because a career total points can be averaged when it comes to the basketball. George, if you have not done the explanations in the worksheet, it's still okay, and if you have only got the facts and opinions right, you had done a good job. This was just for the further elaboration, so that you yourself are, you're comfortable. सर ये दरअसल इसको कोशिश कीजिएगा कि हमारे पास ये दोनों चीज़ें ना सही से फोकस हो जाए. मैं एक तरफ इसके क्वेश्चंस निकाल रहा हूँ और एक तरफ इसके आंसर्स को कर रहा हूँ. So we'll adjust them. ठीक है, फोकस सही है ना? All right. So George Washington was the first president of the United States under the Constitution. ये हमारा अगला पॉइंट है जी. इसको हाईलाइट करने की कोशिश करता हूँ, अगर हाईलाइट हो जाए या बिल्कुल जी हो गया. इसका जो फैक्ट है, yes obviously it's a historical record में है. Number 4, the ugliest sea creature is the manatee. Now this is an opinion because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. और हमें पता ही है कि हर बंदे का अपना opinion होता है. For me a whale could be an ugly creature, for you I can be an ugly creature, but still. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. अब ऊपर माइकल जॉर्डन का हमने statistics दिए हुए थे, तो it became a fact, but now it can be a personal opinion because some people think that I'm not sure Michael Jordan बहुत कुछ achieve किया है उसने, but is it enough? So different people have different attributes, different people like different things. Some might say Kobe Bryant was the best, some might say Shaq O'Neal was the best, some might say Michael Jordan was the best, but this could always be an opinion. This is always an opinion, we all know. Prison is one of the worst places on the planet. I am pretty sure that's an opinion. Yes, that's an opinion, and the reason is that some people might think prison is not that bad, and some people might think that Sir Zahid's class is even worse. So they might say, oh my God, I might go to prison but not go to his class, and that can be an opinion of an idiot, but still that's an opinion. Then we come to number 8. It is wrong for people under the age of 21 to drink alcohol. It again can be an opinion. Drinking laws attitudes from very region to region ये होता है, और कुछ लोग उसको अच्छा समझते हैं religiously. Some might think it's right. So we always have an opinion on that as well. Okay, number 9 is that Sister Carrie was written by Theodore Dreiser. It's an opinion as well. It's a fact, yes, obviously. Authorship is a matter of record. So it's a fact as well. Oranges contains both calcium and vitamin C. Obviously it's a fact as well because we have evidences to prove it, that it contains scientific evidences which prove that we have, it's a fact obviously. The television show The Simpsons is just not as funny as it used to be. Fact or opinion? I mean that it's obviously it's an opinion. I might think नहीं यार अभी भी उतना ही मज़ा आता है, but some people might think नहीं जी it's not that funny anymore. So yes, it can be an opinion again. अगर हम आते हैं diamonds are the substances, मैं इसको और close करते हैं कोशिश करता हूँ. Yeah, this time is good. Yep, better. All right. So हम भी टेक्नोलॉजी को ऐसा से यूज टू हो रहे हैं इससे. Yep, good enough I guess. बेहतरीन. So diamonds are the hardest substances on earth. Yes, hardness can be measured. McDonald's sells most hamburgers than any restaurant in the chain in the world. Now it's a fact as well because sales can be measured. Horse manure smells awful. Now obviously that can be an opinion. I might think it might sound not that bad. I can live with it. So you never know. The price of gas has grown to become too expensive. That's an opinion as well because some people might think it's really good. I'm sorry. Some people might think it's not that a big deal still. I mean we can still live with it, but some people might say नहीं भाई बहुत बढ़ गया महंगा हो गया, and it's going way above our heads. 17. KFC has engineered chickens that do not have beaks and are double-breasted. Now that's a good one. That's a fact actually. If you've gone through to National Geography and seen that they have actually done that because they have engineered this for the sake of their own business. And that's something that's there to be seen. The more money someone has, the more successful they are. Now that's an opinion obviously. Some people might think that success is not always about money. Vegetarians are healthier than people who would eat meat. This argument has not been decided as of date. Some people think that it is just okay, you know. It's not that, you know, कि ऐसा ही होना चाहिए हमेशा कि आप सिर्फ सब्जी ही खाते रहें. No, we can always have meat, and there is no evidence to prove that. Cell phones emit radiation that may cause brain cancer. Yep. Again, that's an opinion. There is no scientific record to prove it. No, hold on. It's a fact, yes. Obviously, yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, it's a fact. Number 20 is a fact. Why? Because we know we can measure radiation, and we know that it is something which is harmful. That's why they say, please do rakhe phone ko har waqt istemal na kare. Students have a lot harder time in school than the teachers. Now that's an opinion as well. You ask a teacher, they say it's hell. You ask the students, they say it's hell. So everyone thinks school is hell. The principal, I guess, she thinks it's hell as well. So everyone thinks it's hell. It's difficult. So we have our own opinions. Alright. I hope all the principals are not listening to my lecture, and my job is secure for the next year, hopefully. Number 21. Students have a lot. 22. Popular music today is not as good as it used to be in the past. And number 22 is an opinion. Obviously, 23 पे आपके पास ये, it's illegal to yell out fire in the crowded movie theater. It's a fact, yes, because it's a matter of legality. Legally, it's not acceptable in many countries that you अगर हो तो आप आवाज़ लगा दे fire in the movie theater. Though that's you get arrested. If you get burnt, that's something बहुत बुरी बात है. It's something not to be very happy about, but still, if you get alive and you survive the fire, you might get arrested for that matter. People should not be allowed to talk on cell phones in a movie theater. Now that could something, yes, we almost say, but भाई कोई emergency होगी तो क्या होगा? तो this is an opinion, obviously. ये opinion होगा आपका. Some people might think that this is okay, we can always talk, it's okay. Number 25, drug dealers belong in prisons. Oh my God, it's a tricky one. Not everyone thinks that it is true. People might say, nahi yaar, we need to counsel them. We can always ask them, ki yaar, become a good person, and it can always work out. So this was the first worksheet that I have discussed with you. Acha bacha dekho, now we have a lot of worksheets that were there, that I sent you. If you have not received them, I'll be sending you again. I'm not doing all of them over here because a lot of students joined the group late, because they were thinking initially that things would work out. Now they are becoming more serious towards English language. Dekho bachcho, I'll tell you something very openly. It's serious. This stuff is serious. So we need to ensure that we take it to the next level as soon as possible. No subject is inferior or superior to any other subject. Every subject would have its own implications and effects. So you need to ensure that you pay attention properly. Now, a lot of students were still adding up till the last night on the group that I made on 5th of March. Now that is very disheartening, and that's very surprising. But I think it's becoming an eye-opener for everyone. I've been constantly updating you on the WhatsApp groups. It doesn't matter which class you belong to, but it's been there. All the updates are there. मैं अभी facts और opinion तमाम worksheets को नहीं करवा रहा हूँ इस class के अंदर. The only reason is that I want you to do it by your own self. I'm talking to all those students who have actually not done or got added up late in the groups. I'll be uploading the worksheets on the relevant groups. You need to solve them, talk to me on WhatsApp groups, and inshallah in the next class we will be doing a bit of past papers. Those who are done with facts and opinions, 2011 onwards से बेटा passage 1 में आपको facts and opinions के question answers मिलना शुरू हो जाएंगे. 2018 से तो वो regularly आ रहे हैं. 2011 से onwards till 17 it's not regularity. So you start solving them, and we'll be solving a few past papers in our next class together, inshallah ta'ala. So that's it from facts and opinions from my side. If there's any question you want to ask me, my WhatsApp groups are available, the Facebook group is available. Please be more than happy to ask any question. Thank you very much. Take